What's going on? Bringing the business in the crib, man. What's going on with you, B?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. What's good, man?
Man,
I'm a little bit under the weather, man, but we still gonna bring the business this morning anyway. What's the word,
yes,
bro?
sir, yes, sir. Hey, man, I just want to bring light to a couple things before we start, man. Uh,
Okay.
First of all, like I said, this is Bring the Business crew. We got the statistician over here, BC. You know what I'm saying? I want to say the NBA historian. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? He's actually,
try to study that shit, man.
you know what I'm saying? Uh, what I want to bring light to, man, is for at the intro of this is that, man, for the people who have been listening and following us from the beginning, continue to check us out, and then for the people who just started, man, come on the page, man. We got the Facebook, you know, we from the Instagram, we post stuff from Instagram that go onto the Facebook page. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on our YouTube page. Also, like I said, the Instagram page. Man, check us out, man. We got some dope stuff coming out. We got some dope stuff out right now. You know what I'm saying? This last interview, well, I ain't gonna say interview, but the last episode that BC just did is a dope episode. Kind of long, you know what I'm saying? You might want to kind of look at it in spurts, but it's a dope episode, man. So check it out, man. It's a real good back and forth. Uh, Today, though, we're gonna talk about a topic that me and him been kind of going back and forth on. Is and I'm gonna ask you what you think. Do you think Stephon Marbury should be in that Hall of Fame?
Um, I do. And I do. The reason, but it's kind of weird why I think he should be. All right, so I'm gonna read off his resume. Okay.
I'm
Stephen
glad you're doing
Marbury.
that because I'm glad because I'm not to cut you off, but the reason why I want you to read that off is because that's what I've been looking up, and I've been looking up other players who's in the Hall. So go ahead, because this
Okay,
gonna be
so he
good.
got drafted in the 1996, the famous 1996 draft. That was
Yeah,
the draft with Kobe, AI, um, uh, Nash. I believe Nash was in there, Jermaine O'Neal, a lot of players like that. He was the fourth overall pick. He was a two-time All-Star, two-time All-NBA third team, All-Rookie first team. So this way it gets tricky. Three-time Chinese basketball champion, Finals MVP of the Chinese basketball MVP, three-time All-Star over there, third team All-American in college, first team All-ACC, ACC Rookie of the Year, two-time first team Parade All-American in high school, McDonald's All-American, Mr. New York basketball. So go ahead. I want to know what you think on.
so I'm gonna go strictly with just NBA. I mean,
But
even though
you know, it's not an NBA
I
Hall of Fame.
know, I know,
Okay.
I know, I know,
Okay.
but right now I'm going strictly with NBA. So the next two that's being inducted, one of them would be Vince Carter. I'm not gonna bring up Vince Carter because his resume speaks for itself.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But let's go with Chauncey Billups. Not saying that he shouldn't be in the Hall, but let's go with Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups in his entire career has never scored over 20 points a game. He's never averaged it. He don't have one season where he scored over 20 points, where he averaged 20 points a game. Assists. He has one season where he has over 8 assists. One season, right?
Okay.
You go to Stephon Marbury. Stephon Marbury have, if I want to correct me if I'm wrong, he has 7 seasons where he's averaged 20 points a game.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 19.8. I'm calling that 20.
Okay, we can call it.
So that
Okay,
so that means so that mean 8. If
so
we
you
call
got
it
eight then.
19.8, that's 20 to me.
Okay, he has 9 seasons where he has over 8 assists.
He got 11.
Okay, so 11. So I
Hold on,
miscounted.
because again, 7.8, man. I'm gonna give you
I
8.
mean, well, okay, but I'm strictly going with 8 and above. I'm not
Okay,
looking at
well,
the sevens.
let me see. 8,
So you
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 9. But he got 2 of them with 7.8. You know what I'm
so I
saying? But
mean, if you
okay,
want to
but
add those, you
a
can.
legit 8.
So
Right,
he
but
got a
I get you.
legit 9. He got a legit 9 seasons where he's had 8 or more assists average. He's averaged that.
Uh-huh.
So let's go to, if you want to go to, once again, I'm not saying they shouldn't be in there, but let's go to a Tracy McGrady, great basketball player. Tracy McGrady only has what 7 to 8, maybe 6 or 7 seasons where he averaged over 20. I want to say 7 to 8.
I think
He
McGrady only had a great 7 to 8 seasons period. 7 seasons period.
so so that's my point.
Period. I think
He
he only
he
had
had
good seasons.
he has no accolades in the NBA other than All Star. That's it. He never made any all NBA team.
Who didn't?
Tracy
Chauncey.
McGrady.
No, I think
Tracy McGrady.
McGrady did.
No, he
McGrady did.
didn't.
Hold
McGrady
on.
never made any all NBA anything. Look at
Yes,
it.
he
Look
did.
at it. I'm look.
I know
Okay,
McGrady
well,
did. That
not
Chauncey
according.
did. Hold on. Let me
Chauncey
see.
did.
Let me see. Now McGrady.
Look it
Nah.
up. Look it up. If I'm wrong, let me know. I just looked
Yes,
it up though.
McGrady did. No. McGrady had 7-time All-Star,
Yep.
2-time first team, 3-time second team, 2-time third team.
Okay. So
That's
I
how
did
I
what I looked
that's
up. They didn't show
Look,
that
that's how I know for sure he had a good 7 seasons. All his accolades came in these 7 seasons.
within '07. Okay.
Because I studied him when it was time for him to go to the Hall. I won't think he was a first ballot, but go ahead.
So then you go with Grant Hill. Grant Hill had 6 seasons. I want to say 5 or 6 seasons where he's averaged over 20 points. That's it. The rest of his seasons were just, he was in the league. He was a solid player. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. Go. You can go to his accolades and tell me what his accolades are as far as like what he got for his accolades for his career. Because I didn't see much. Maybe we're looking at the wrong website, but I didn't see much. Now my argument to say all of that is, if they're in, he should be in. You know what I'm saying? For you to have, and he played all 82 games for 3 seasons. 3 seasons out of his career, he played all 82 games. One of those seasons, he played 81 games. He missed one game out of his, in his NBA career. So I say all that to say, like, and then he was on an all rookie team. I think he only made 2 or 3 All Stars.
He made 2 All-Star teams.
Okay, 2 or 3, yeah. So I say 2. Um, I say all that to say that his resume says, of course, if you put him up, especially if you put him up against Chauncey Billups, if you put him up against Chauncey Billups, he should definitely be in the Hall.
Yeah, Chauncey one of the ones that I question as well, and I like Chauncey.
I like
But
Chauncey too.
see, the Hall of Fame has gotten different. I think the Hall of Fame should be, when we write in the NBA book, can we write the book without you? I think you can
Yeah,
write the book without Chauncey Billups. And it's Chauncey was nice, you know what I'm saying? He
yeah,
was a good floor general, all that. But you can write the NBA story without Chauncey Billups, bro.
I agree. I
You
agree.
know what I'm saying? Now, my take on Stephon is, yeah, I think he does belong in the Hall of Fame, but I think it's for a different reason. I think that overseas situation saved him.
You know what? I'm glad that you brought that up because I ain't gonna say I didn't factor it in, but I didn't go that far with it. But that's a great point though, because like you said, it is the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. It's not the NBA Hall of Fame.
And most people coming from New York claim him to be the best basketball point guard to come out of New York. Well, a lot of people, like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
them, and we know the great basketball point guards to come out of New York.
Mm-hmm.
But they, like from a high school level, a lot of them have him as the top point guard to ever come out of New York.
Dude, he was cold.
Yeah,
I mean,
Stephon.
even when he was in the league, he was cold.
Yeah, but I think you have to factor in that high school career and what
Mm-hmm.
the excitement and everything that he brought with that.
Mm-hmm.
His college career, All American and everything like that. He came into the NBA. He was a very good player, borderline great player in the NBA. And then going overseas where he became a god over there. Like I think they got statues and shit, you know what I'm saying, with the man over there. And you have to factor in, like I say, it's a basketball and influence type of accolade, or or you make it to the hall. Remember he came out with them shoes,
Yeah,
them
I had some.
Starbucks, you know what I'm
I had
saying?
some.
And it was like, I want to get this to the kids who can't afford the you know what I'm saying, the Jordans and
Yeah,
all that stuff. So that was a little movement. So just the influence and everything that man has had, I think
yeah.
I think that puts him in the Hall of Fame.
I I want. The thing is, I hate that we agree on this shit because I want to have a back and forth to say, you know, what I'm saying something different. But I agree with you 1,000%, bro. Like it's no argument I can give to say to in contrary to what you're saying.
I'm gonna give you your argument and your back and forth.
Go ahead.
The NBA wasn't enough. If you didn't put this other stuff around that, his NBA career wasn't enough to put him in the Hall of Fame. And I think
I
he
don't agree.
played like 12 years or something like that. I don't think he had enough
I don't
to
agree.
make Hall of Fame from the NBA.
I don't agree.
Because
Hey,
when you
hold on, before. Bro, hey, you got to get out. So what? So what? They don't care. You got to get out. I understand. Go to the Walgreens down the street. Go down there. All right,
I'm
go
trying
ahead,
to
B.
see. I don't think Stephon's NBA career is enough to get him in the Hall of Fame. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm
Obviously, when
listening.
we was doing this, I did some studying on him. As nice as he was, I think in his 12-year career, he only made the playoffs like 4 times. In those 4 years, in those 4 times, he got put out in the first round every time. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have any playoff success. Um, and just I don't think he just did a lot of winning. You know what I'm saying? And I know he came in the game a young player with young teams and stuff like that, but I don't think he did a lot of winning. And so I think that factors in with with why I don't think he's a Hall of Fame just off NBA. He only a two-time All-Star, two-time All-NBA. You know what I'm saying? I think that's third team. So he had to battle with the likes of Allen Iversons and guys like that who was kind of like his peer. You know what I'm saying? Those two was kind of compared with each other a whole lot. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And I think Iverson took off from him, even though they came in the league together and stuff like that. So, and then it just always kind of put a sour taste in your mouth, the fact that he's kind of looked at as the one who broke up that Kevin Garnett duo.
mm,
He kind of broke it up. Remember, he wanted the money.
yeah.
I think they gave Garnett like 120, but they was only gonna give him like 80, and he wanted that one some too.
Okay.
So I think that I don't think his NBA career is enough, but I think that the other stuff that he did from high school to college to the Chinese Basketball Association, I think that gets him in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame.
I mean, he's supposed to be in it regardless, but I disagree with you saying that his NBA career not enough because I think he did his part. You know what I'm saying? Look at it like this. If you look at his numbers, he did his part. He averaged over 20 some points a game for what 7 seasons. He averaged eight over 20 some points for like 7 to 8 seasons, right? He averaged over 9 assists, over 8 assists for 9 seasons, bro. And if you want to go, like, if you want to round up,
for a career, he was 19.3, 7.6 assists, and 1.2 steals. So
yeah.
that's not
So
bad. But he scored.
it's
So
not bad.
he scored 16,000 points, 6,400 assists, and 1,000 steals. So he was a very good basketball player. But you
With
know, another knock on him, I didn't realize
all right,
this.
what's up?
He was on that Olympics team that came home with the bronze in '04.
That did what?
Remember the Olympic team went over there and they came home with the bronze in '04?
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but his NBA career alone. Think about this though. Think about this. You could be a solid player on a team, but it's still a team sport though, B.
Of course.
Like you can't fault me if I'm doing my job. If I'm getting my numbers, regardless if it's regular season playoffs, I'm getting my numbers, but we just not winning. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna fault me for that? So all the fault gonna be on me. But I'm putting up numbers consistently. I'm you know what I'm saying? Come on,
Now
man. Like,
this is another thing I'm looking at. He didn't really shoot a very good shooting percentage.
but back then, B, think about this. Back then, none of them did.
Because
AI didn't shoot.
Iverson didn't,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Iverson didn't shoot a good percentage either. He just was shooting a lot. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So that can't even be a knock because that was the era that we was in. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even put that knock on them.
He was definitely box office, must see TV. You know what I'm saying? He was a flashy ass point guard, man. He was a good floor general. I like Steph. I ain't knocking him, you know what I'm saying, but I just don't think his NBA career was enough. But I think he
So
gets it due to the
because of wins, because of wins. So
yeah,
are you saying that you
wins and accolades. He ain't got no accolades.
shit? The other people ain't really got no accolades. What
That's why I
other
told
what?
you. I don't think Chauncey go. Let's look at Chauncey.
But he going though. That's my point. Our argument is should he be in there? Yes, he should be in there.
I agree. I
Especially if you
agree.
put him up against Chauncey. If you put him up against Chauncey, other than Chauncey winning the NBA championship, he did do that. You know what I'm saying? You put him up against Chauncey. You trying to tell me that he shouldn't be in there?
Okay, let's look at
Or not,
Chauncey.
not to say that he shouldn't be in there. Did you put him up against Chauncey? You trying to tell me his NBA career isn't good enough? And when you compare it to Chauncey Billups, and Chauncey Billups is blessed to be on a good ass Detroit team, bro.
Okay, Chauncey, NBA champion. Chauncey got a Finals MVP.
Okay, but he still
Chauncey,
had a great ass team though, B.
he was a 5-time All-Star,
Okay.
3-time All-NBA,
Mm-hmm.
2-time defensive team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much it.
But the defensive team came from because was on a defensive minded team in Detroit, bro.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get those accolades when you on a defensive
And
team.
Chauncey, a 3-time Mr. Colorado basketball.
I get that, but shit, what they got to do with okay? What is Stephon?
He a 1-time New York.
But I'm just saying. But the back and forth right now is based off of his NBA resume. If you stack the NBA resume up next to each other, I'm going with Stephon Marbury before I'm going with Chauncey Billups.
I might go with you. I mean, and I'm hesitant because, like I say, I agree with you on Chauncey. Chauncey iffy on the Hall of Fame. He iffy as hell.
And like I said, it's not to really shit on Chauncey
But
because
I wonder something. Not to cut you off. I wonder
go ahead.
because he was the Finals MVP, right?
Right.
I wonder if you look at it, how many Finals MVPs are not in the Hall of Fame? I know another one that's
Mm.
not going to be in there though. Iggy.
You think Iggy ain't going?
No, Iggy don't go to no Hall of Fame. Iggy don't go to no Hall of Fame.
No, I
But
don't think so either, though. I don't think so either.
I wonder how many Finals MVPs didn't make the Hall of Fame.
I don't know,
I,
not many though.
I think it's one in Boston too. Didn't like Cornbread Maxwell or some shit? Didn't he get one of them?
Hey,
I
you
think he
got me
got.
on that one. I gotta look that up.
I think. Hold on. I think he played with the Celtics with Larry Bird now. I think he. I know it was one of them years that the Celtics won, and Larry didn't get the MVP. Hold on. I think.
Mhm.
Yep. Cornbread Maxwell got the MVP in 1981, and he ain't got no accolades. But he got a Finals
He
MVP.
said he ain't got no accolade.
Hell
Hey, he
no.
killed in the finals though.
Yeah, he must have. Because like I say, I don't know. And that year he averaged 15 and 6 on the regular season. So
Okay,
in the playoffs that year, he averaged 16 and 7 in the playoffs. I don't know what he did in the finals,
right.
but he won. So I know he's not going to the Hall of Fame.
I mean, shit. If he ain't, what you mean? Shit, if he ain't made it back now, shit, it's a wrap. If he ain't
Yeah.
made it
So,
back now, he been retired for a long ass time. Shit, he ain't.
and I say that same thing like with a Derrick Rose. I don't think there's any other MVPs that haven't been in the Hall.
He gonna make it though. I don't know first ballot. I'm not gonna say first ballot, but he'll make it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, if he didn't make it, I don't know this for fact, but I bet you he'd probably be the first MVP to not make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, yeah, he'll make it though. But yeah, yeah, he probably would be though. He probably would be.
So, Chauncey, I mean, I said all that, you know what I'm saying, to say, like, is that one of the reasons they put Chauncey in there?
Possibly,
But,
possibly.
yeah, but motherfucker like Iggy, no. Iggy
But
better not.
but think about it like this then. So we doing basketball Hall of Fame. You still putting Stefan above Chauncey because
Yes.
like you said, what he did in the Chinese league. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You still putting them above. You know what
So,
I'm saying?
so okay, so we don't know that, there's documentaries on Stefan about how he was in New York as far as
Mhm.
being a point guard. Evidently, Chauncey must have been there for the state of Colorado.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I would think so. You know what I'm saying? I would think so. But and it's and our whole argument right now is Chauncey versus Stephon, which but that's our whole argument right now. But my thing is, I'm going strictly. I mean, of course, we going outside the boundaries of the NBA, but to go back to what our debate really is do their as far as NBA resume.
Right.
Because if you start going to high school, college, you know what I'm saying, and you start going to like what Stephon did outside of the NBA, of course he should be in there. But you feel like his NBA resume don't match up because of the winning aspect of it. You're not gonna always win and still be a dominant player. You know what I'm saying?
I
Especially
think
with
it's
the
the
team
winning.
around
I think it's the winning and accolades because Tracy McGrady didn't win. Didn't win nothing. He didn't had no success in the playoff. But he
you.
got the
Hmm.
all NBAs and stuff. He got the scoring titles.
But I mean, actually, this question then: do you think the reason that Stephon didn't get some of those, accolades is because of the class of guards that he was up against in that era?
Yeah, but the thing is, what separates you and make you elite, you got to beat some of them out.
I mean, I
I'm
think his
sorry,
numbers are solid though.
you got to beat AI out. But you scoring 19 and 20, AI got 28,
Yeah, but
26. You know
AI
what I'm
putting
saying?
up more shots.
Yeah,
Look, think about this: AI putting up more shots, and he's not assisting like Stephon was.
that's true.
So, I mean, you think about this. Okay, let's put it in perspective. If I average 22 points a game, but I also average 8 assists a game, what's my real average, man?
Yeah, I agree.
Because you accounting for over 30 some points a game.
Do you
That's what you
remember?
accounting for.
Do you remember that year when Steph and AI came back in the All Star game? They was down.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
East
yeah,
was down,
yeah, yeah.
and them two
Hmm.
them two went off together. That had to be. Let me see what year that was. So that was the 2003 All Star game. They was down. The East was down big, and Steph and AI went off, and they ended up bringing. They ended up bringing. It. So he was cold, man. He was cold. And for the people that didn't see it, his documentary nice. You know what I'm saying? To give a real insight on his life and the way he came up and everything like that. He ended up going through some mental health issues and stuff too. Before he went over to
Okay.
the China, because he said he was very depressed with how his NBA career ended. You know what I'm saying? And
I
so he
actually
was.
want. I know we ain't got time, but I want to talk about that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Uh, I want to know what's the reason and why he was out the league like that. You know what I'm saying?
That,
You know,
now, according to what reports are and stuff like that, they say he had a bad attitude. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? Whatever like that. So I don't, we get that's something we could dig deeper in,
okay,
but yeah, they say he had a bad attitude, or some even called him a bad teammate, you know what I'm saying,
okay.
stuff like that. So that was one of the reasons the league kind of pushed him out. But I know guys like even like I mentioned earlier about him and KG being split up over the money. Like
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to see them stay together and see
Oh
what they
yeah.
could have become. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how you had Sean Kemp and Gary Payton and guys like I would have loved to see that duo of Steph and KG. You
You
know
had
what I'm
him build
saying?
around those two.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell
That'd have been
yeah.
cold.
Because
Yeah.
it would have benefited both of them. Because think about the way KG career went. He pretty much was in Minnesota by himself, you know what I'm saying, over them years. And when he did
Yeah.
get some help, remember the one year he got Spreewell and Sam Cassell?
Hmm.
They went to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what would KG's career how much better would his career have gone if he'd have had another star with him?
Yeah. And they
You
build
know what I'm
around
saying?
those two. Yeah. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Throughout his career.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't. I think Steph goes in, um, but I think he needed some help. I don't think his NBA career was enough. I think he needed some help, and he got the help he needed. He got the high school accolades, he got the college accolades, and he got the overseas accolades. So I think he's a basketball Hall of Famer. And just from the eye test, that boy had a game on him. Like that
Yeah.
motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Flashy. You know what I'm saying? He had a little bounce with him. Stephon Marbury was cold. And just like when we came up, we watched a lot of college basketball and stuff too. So we
Hmm.
watched them at Georgia Tech and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was one of the ones that we you know what I'm saying, that we liked and we watched. So I'm not dissing at all when I say what I say, but because you know what I'm saying, Steph is one of them. You know what I'm saying, to me. I just hate and wish his NBA career would have went a little I'm gonna just say a little better. But think about this though. After him, you had like the Sebastian Telfair. Remember him?
Hmm.
Remember he was coming out of New York too, and had
Hmm.
like remember they had like the shows about him. I think he was like on the Slam magazines and all that.
Yeah.
He panned out to
Yeah.
be nothing.
I mean, he played some solid years. I think he played a solid 10 years in the league or something like that. But yeah, he wasn't cold or nothing. He wasn't cold.
Yeah.
But I
So
mean, but I'm gonna say this. 'Cause I know we got to go. Um, I'm gonna disagree on the NBA resume, with
okay.
you because I feel like he did enough in the NBA. I feel like the reason why he not in the Hall because the Hall is looking at the NBA and how the NBA pushed him out because of the issues he had in the NBA. I think
So
that's what it's about.
so let me ask you this: he is eligible right now because I know
Yeah.
it's like no. I know you looking at the NBA part. How long has he been out the Chinese basketball? Because I think you have to be done playing for.
Oh, okay. So I got to look that up. I'm not sure. I mean, I,
So
I want to say he ain't played in the but I want to go on record and say he hasn't played in the Chinese league in a while, bro. So he should be eligible. But I mean, that's something that we got to look up because I'm really not 100% sure.
Cause I ain't even heard his name like on the ballots or nothing.
I know. So I think we should look that up though, because I think that he should be. He should be. I don't think he plays. He hasn't played ball in some years now. So
So
he should be eligible.
he should be eligible, and his name should be getting ready to be on the ballot.
It probably should have already been on there. And if it's
Hey,
not on there, it's because of that.
I got one. Obviously, we're gonna have to do this on the next session. I
Okay.
got one to put in people's minds because I want y'all to think about this and be ready to comment when y'all see us finally do it. What about Darren Williams? Well, don't answer now. Don't answer now. But I just want to put that on. I just want to put that on your mind, like somebody who was one of the top point guards at one time. Like me and my buddy Ken, we argue all the time. We argued over years. I say at one point it was him and Chris Paul. My buddy Ken say he never was on Chris Paul level. We disagree. You know what I'm saying? So that's another one that we got to think.
Yeah, yeah.
Because and the reason I just brought that up, it's a lot of these guys that have come to the league and gonna quote unquote be forgotten about or whatever like that, and they may reserve some consideration for things like the Hall of Fame and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I think it's our job to make sure that the people don't forget about some of these guys, Nick.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys
I
gonna be
agree.
swept under the rug, and this is our job, bro. This is our
Yeah,
job to make sure motherfuckers don't forget about some of these players that we know was dope, bro.
I agree with you. That's what we've been talking about in these last few episodes. It's our
Yeah.
job to make sure that we bring the light. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
But
sure.
some of these guys, man, you know how sports is and how the world is, period. Everybody looking for the next great thing. So it's kind of like forget about, you know what I'm saying, who was or who whatever. But with us
Right.
knowing the game and being students of the game, and I feel this way about basketball and football. It's some football
Mm-hmm.
players that we got to highlight that motherfuckers forgot about, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
And
agree.
we can't let the legacy of some of these players die off, bro.
I agree. I agree. That's like I said that when me and you and Chip was talking about it. I
Yeah.
said that it's our job. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna repeat it because you just said it, but
Yeah.
it's our job to make sure that we keep these people these names in the light. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
swept under the rug. So, yeah,
Yeah.
well, I agree with you, man.
I tell people, I was telling a couple people, man, go watch. It's a Muggsy Bogues special on YouTube about his life and his journey. It's a dope little documentary.
I got to check
You
it
know,
out.
yeah,
Check it out.
check that out. That's what I'm saying, man. It's a lot of guys, man. We can't let the we can't let people forget about it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
All
agree
right,
with
let
that.
us know, man. What y'all think, man? Is Stephon Marbury a Hall of Famer? Yes or no? We both feel he is. We both kind of disagree on what gets him in there. You know what I'm saying? So let us know what y'all think.
For sure.
Business.
Business.